Good evening. Tote Dulay here, retired professor and consultant. Our topic for today, I'll be speaking in English because I intend this to be global, no? To reach global audience. Do you know that poverty can be avoided in a very simple way? There are many ways, of course, but one of the ways to avoid poverty is to have a family and clan servant leaders. Hereditary. Yes. The firstborn child could be anointed or declared by the family as the hereditary family leader or clan leader, no? But what kind of leadership are we supposed to develop, no? The servant leadership. That is, you are a leader because you serve other people. That's servant leadership, no? But of course, in managing or encouraging servant leaders, we must be able to motivate the leaders. Yeah, the leaders should also be motivated. How? By recognizing them, by giving them respect. Okay, by not giving them a lot of troubles. No, that's how we have to motivate the servant leaders. And of course, since it is almost as hereditary because it's always the firstborn child, then there's no friction or elections or uh, actions among the contenders because it's already hereditary. Now, that firstborn child will be taken care of, and then he is expected to take care of the members of the family, eventually the clan. Well, it will become a clan because, for instance, you have a family. The eldest one is the kuya, no? And the kuya will be the anointed family leader, no? Hereditary. And then all the brothers and sisters will have their own family also. In their family, they have also their own hereditary leader, the firstborn child. But the son of the eldest child will become the clan leader. Now, what's the effect of this? First, there is an instant organization in the family and in the clan. Second, the clan leader will try to see to it that there's no poverty within the clan or within the family. If you see some beggars around, that is because they don't have a family that take care of them or a clan that take care of them. If there's a clan leader, the clan will not will feel bad if he see one of the members of the clan begging for food in the streets, right? Because it will reflect on his leadership. So that's why everybody will be taken care of. See, that's the importance of having a clan servant leader or a family servant leader. Everybody will be taken care of. And their own family is the one taking care of them. It's not a communist type of organization. It's their own family. Now, of course, all of us should have the responsibility of grooming the clan leader when he was a child, etc. Okay? As he grows up, he will be informed that he will be the leader and he should study hard and find a good job and do some business because a lot of people will approach him, a lot family members, clan members, so he has to be rich. That kind of orientation. And pamper him with love, etc. So he will become a very good person. That's a way to be a leader. You see, leadership is not a one-way track, no? Where the leader is the one always motivating others and developing others. The followers should also motivate the leaders, especially if it's a clan organization or family organization. Because the misfortune is of this kind of organization is if the eldest son do not assume the leadership, his helpies. He just lives in the condo or in other places far away from his village or his community, and then live on his own, very selfish. Now, if you are a clan leader or a family leader, you should take care of the family. Of course, it doesn't mean that you have to spend all your money for the whole clan or for the whole family. Just give them motivation, advice, and the feeling that there's somebody who is willing on his best effort to help them. That kind of feeling. Because that's very important. When people are become hopeless and he has a feeling that nobody helps them, then the sadness multiplies. It doubles down. No? So that's why it is important to have a leader, a servant leader that will motivate them, that will tell them, oh, I'm sorry for what happened, but let's keep ourselves together and let's see what we can do. Something like that. See? That's also the reason of God. Do you know God, the existence of God is very important to humanity? Because if there's a problem and no one seem to be helping, some people say, there's God who will help me. See? That kind of hope that will be brought to the hopeless people. That's why God exists, and we must educate other people that God exists. And of course, the clan leaders and the family leaders are the arms of God in serving other people. Because God cannot go down and manage the traffic, etc., or sell something to have money. He has to have some angels and clan leaders and family leaders to help the community, to help the family, to avoid poverty, to avoid sickness, etc. It has to be done by people also, but on the belief that in our consciousness, somebody is helping us. Somebody is guiding us on what to do. See? See the consciousness? Consciousness is the precious thing in this world, in this universe. Metal doesn't have consciousness. Stone doesn't have consciousness. But living organisms and people have their own consciousness. And that is the venue of God to reach us, the consciousness. See? That's why, when somebody says that the voice of the people is the voice of God, it's true. Because God already put His logic in us, His love, His reasoning in us. So, it is logical to have a leader of the family, servant leader, and it's also logical to have a leader of the clan, servant leader also, that will help give assistance and guidance and motivation to the different families under his clan. And the family will give also assistance and motivation and inspiration to the members of the family. And of course, sometimes, direct assistance like giving money and food to the members of the family that are in problem. See? Can you see now the logic of having a family leader and a clan leader? So that's why when you have a brother or a sister that assuming to be a leader in the family, support him, inspire him, especially if he's the eldest son, eldest daughter of the family, because God seems to give one leader to a family by birth, and that is the eldest son or the eldest daughter. If you notice, most eldest son and daughter are intelligent and good decision makers. Have you noticed that? See, because it was given by God. They were given by God. Okay, so that's all for tonight. Okay, so just leave some comments and some suggestions of topics that you want me to discuss. Okay, good night. See you around. Bye-bye.